When it comes to leafy veg, watercress has been a firm favourite for centuries. Here in the Hampshire meadows, it still grows rampantly. Mineral-rich spring waters are filtered through chalky beds to create the perfect environment. Cultivated on farms since the 1850s, it was once a hugely labour-intensive process, involving every member of the village. Obviously, they use machinery now, but Penny Ede, who's been farming these fields for 35 years, hasn't always had this luxury.
How much watercress can that machine cut in an hour?
Between a 1.5 to 2 tonne an hour. It's quite incredible comparing to how we used to do it by hand.
Come on, if you had to do it by hand, to get that amount, how long would it take one person?
Well, it would take days.
Days, so it's changed the industry.
Very much so, yes.
I'm so excited to see how it was once done.
Well, if I stop about here and we'll place the basket down, what we used to do is take a very sharp knife and we used to gather it within our hands.
You're getting a lot in there.
You certainly go quite away from your hand and you cut.
And you haven't lost a finger in
And
the...
certainly haven't. You've kept it well away from you.
So I'm to have a go, right. Gathering it up into one hand.
Make sure your knife's low down, away from your fingers.
I had no intention of cutting my fingers, I might say. And then slash it.
And that's it.
It's about half the size of your bunch.
Well,
I've also got some root on there, so I'll gently go back. That's not too bad, is it?
That's fine, that's lovely.
Oh, isn't that beautiful? Do you know, Penny, I was brought up on a farm. We, believe it or not, had watercress beds. And my favourite thing was watercress sandwiches with raspberry jam.
Wow.
Have you ever tried sweet? Anyway, we've done quite a lot.
We have, yeah.
Put the knife in there.
OK.
Off we go.
It couldn't be fresher than picked straight from the field. And what better way to use it than in this classic, with my own special twist, of course.
Usually you make watercress soup with potato, but celeriac, I think, is far nicer. You get that hint of celery, and it really is scrumptious.
Slowly soften 2 chopped onions in butter. Make sure they're on a low heat. Then cube the celeriac.
You only need to do this roughly. The one thing that hits you at this stage is that it's a strong smell of celery, which I love.
Add the celeriac to those delicious onions and pour over some of your favourite stock.
Give that a stir and gently simmer until all that is absolutely tender.
Now for the star ingredient.
I've got 200 grams of watercress. Looks an awful lot, but I want it to be bright green and full of flavour. And all I've got to do is to let this wilt down, just like you would spinach. Make sure all that hot stock comes over. Not too long, otherwise it'll lose its colour.
Next, we need to puree it. Always a bit tricky with hot soup.
Make sure that it's absolutely upright. Do it like that and it'll go all over my worktop, and it's me that clears it up, so.
Blend it till that vibrant green comes out and it's beautifully smooth.
That looks just about right to me.
4 tablespoons of creme fraiche and some salt and pepper will give it that wonderful rich finish.
It's such a brilliant colour, so tempting.
And what better way to serve it than with some hot English muffins? Delicious.